What up, Fight World? This is Marco from the Fightcast. Welcome to the first edition of the 10-minute breakdown. When I say 10-minute breakdown, it might be 10 minutes, it might be 15 minutes, all depending. I'm trying to keep these videos a little short, but that is not the case right now. We're breaking down Adrian, the problem Broner versus Adrian El Tigre Granados. People say I don't appreciate my Hispanic heritage, man, but I'm trying to show some love to my Hispanic people. El Tigre, ooh, nice and sexy. I just embarrassed myself, didn't I? Anyway, this weekend on Showtime, Adrian the Problem Broner versus Adrian El Tigre Granados. It's gonna be a good fight. Pretty much what I'm gonna be doing with these short segments is breaking down into more detail, isolating the small details in the fight, why I think someone's gonna win, the advantage, anything I heard in camp that might distract them, etc., etc. This fight's been pretty quiet, surprisingly. I apologize. Yeah, I'm still sick, man. So I'm still getting over this cold, but. So you're going to hear me sniffing on that. I'll try to minimize as much as possible. This fight's a very underrated fight, man. I didn't know too much about Granados coming in, but looking at his resume, man, he's fought some guys, man. He's fought people like Kermit Cintron. He's fought, what's his name? Frankie Gomez, one of the top prospects for Golden Boy. He actually beat Amir Adman, TKO'd him in the 12th round. Excuse me, TKO him in the 12th round, which was like an upset fight because Ahmad was definitely a favorite in that fight and dropped Granados in the beginning of their, I think in the first round of their fight. But Granados being, sticking to his nickname El Tigre, the heart of a tiger or whatnot, he came back, stood in the fight, kept the pressure on Ahmed, broke him down, and ended up getting the stoppage in the 12th. So this guy has a heart, man. Again, his record's I think his record is 18-4, but he's been in there with the best, and he wins the decision. All his fights he's lost, they've been split or majority decision. That means that it probably could have gone either way, or he kept it competitive for the most part. So this guy's no pushover. He's real strong, very lanky, good with pressure, and he has the height advantage. I think Adrian Broner sits at 5'6", and Granados sits at 5'9". He's my height, so not too tall, but not tall obviously, but not short either. A good stature, and he has those long arms, so that's really gonna help him out. Again, he's not a heavy hitter as in one punch knockout, but he's much of a volume fighter, so he'll definitely put the pressure on you, and that's what he's gonna have to do when he fights Adrian Broner. For those who keep up with Adrian Broner, he's had a problem with those nasty pressure fighters, those guys like Sean Porter or Marcos Maidana, who beat him in San Antonio, went on to fight Mayweather twice and gave him a good fight. So Granados is definitely game, man. And these guys have sparred before, so which makes me to believe, So in boxing, if you spar someone, where they're getting ready for a camp or getting him ready for a camp or vice versa, you kind of see things, and Granados would definitely not take this fight. I'm not saying that he put a beating on Adrian Broner. I don't know how that sparring session went, or vice versa, but Adrian Broner accepted the fight, and of course Granados accepted the fight. So, which means they saw something in that they think that they can use to their advantage, or they think they can beat the other guy. Obviously, you're not going to go into a fight knowing you're going to take an L. At least I don't think that's what Granados would do, and I don't think that was Adrian Broner would do. So these guys are coming in very confident. They know their opponent well, and again, what Granados needs to do to win this fight is establish the 1-2 early and back him up, get it nasty. Put Adrian Broner against the rope and break him down. We've seen in the past Adrian Broner's stamina kind of fade at the end. You saw with Sean Porter, even though he hurt Sean Porter at the end of the round, it was more of just an explosive shot. But also Marcos Maidana, he came back. He was coming back to the end of the fight, but his gas tank was definitely running low. So he's gonna have to put that pressure on Adrian Broner and try to get a late round stoppage or a 12th round decision. So shout out to Adrian Granados. This is one of his biggest fights to date. I have no doubt the kid is young too, and he looks young too. He looks like he's 18 years old, but he's 27. So real handsome dude and a big career in boxing. And I only think a more exciting fight is going to come to this after this fight if he can beat Adrian Broner. Moving on to Adrian Broner, the problem out now. AB about billions. That's AB for you right there, man. And man, I've been looking at AB, dude. AB is one of the most naturally talented fighters I've ever seen, man. Like as in his ring style generalship. He has fast hands, powerful, very explosive. His footwork's great. It just kind of depends on what Adrian Broner shows up. You have the Adrian Broner that beat Ashley Theophane and looked great doing it, or do you have the Adrian Broner that fought Sean Porter? Not to say that Sean Porter's some kind of slouch and should have beat him, but he didn't look good in that fight. He looked off. He looked like he didn't want to be there. Of course, when he fought Marcos Maidana, he started off great, but eventually faded. And even when he fought what's his name? Paulie Malignaggi, he didn't look great, and all those fights were at 147 too. So that kind of shows you that weight difference is probably putting an effect on Adrian. I do when I see him on working his pads on Instagram and all that. I do follow him on Instagram. He's looking sharp. He's looking more dedicated than ever. He's looking focused. And when I saw in the press conference, I saw nothing but respect for Broner to Granados, which is very unlike Broner. If you guys know Broner, he's very flamboyant, very flashy, likes to talk shit, talk massive shit to Paulie Malignaggi, Carlos Molina, talking shit the whole time. I can beat a Mexican, an African. I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. That's classic AB right there. The will you brush my hair? That's classic AB. That's not what you're seeing now. I see him way more mature, focused AB, and a lot of that has to do with the past couple months has been rough for AB. Prior to this fight announcement, he was posting all that shit on his social media, talking about I want to go home, posting pictures of a gun, pretty much talking suicidal thoughts. But luckily, he was going through all that shit with Mayweather. But luckily, Mayweather reached out, brought him out to Las Vegas, talked to him and kind of set him down and showed him I'm there for you. So shout out to Mayweather for helping Adrian Broner for that shit. I know it's not easy when you have a lot of yes men around you. A lot of people saying, oh, you can do this, you can that. And, Adrian Broner's talented. I'm pretty sure that big head got to him. You know what I mean? Like, and then when you surround yourself with yes men, you really don't know who your real friends are. And I'm pretty sure he was lost at that point. So shout out to Mayweather for helping him out, getting him out of that tough spot. And people hating on Mayweather too. He's GOAT, bro. Don't be hating. He's a good guy. He's a good person. So again, when I see with AB, it depends on which AB shows up, and I think the focus rededicated. He rededicated himself to boxing. He's focused. He's on the task at hand. He's very respectful, and I think he's gonna look for the kill. Again, he's always strong. Most of his good work has been done at the lower weight classes, lightweight, and then junior welterweight, which at 140. Again, never looked great at 147, which is where this fight is taking place. Initially, this fight was taking place. Excuse me, no title on line. At a catch weight of 142. But last week, Adrian Broner got sick. I don't know what he got, but he got severely sick and said, hey, called up the Granados camp and said, you guys mind if we move this to 147? Luckily, Granados was like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Granados has fought a couple times at 147, but he does most of his fights have been at 140. And he's not a big dude. He has a wide frame, real lanky. but not an overall big dude. Adrian Broner has really broad shoulders, a little short, but I think he fits in at welterweight a little better than Adrian Granados. So we'll see if that makes a difference. Again, what Adrian Broner needs to do is pretty much outbox Granados, set the pace at his tempo. Keep him on the outside, move, don't get caught against the ropes, and pretty much try to slow down Granados. Shots to the body, shots to the head, mix it up. Outbox him. Adrian Broner's boxing is phenomenal. He has sharp, powerful shots. Not one hit power. Heavy-handed, but he can catch you at the end of a shot with a pop hook and knock you down. We've seen it with when he fought Eddie Gomez and when he fought Sean Porter, hurt him in the end of the round. So. And into the close to the end of the fight, so he has that power. Hopefully, it translates with Granados. Granados does get hit too much for my liking, but again, he has the heart of a tiger, or the eye of the tiger. So we'll see how that goes. I personally have AB winning. I think he's the better skill of the two. Even though Granados is a great fighter, I think Adrian Broner is a little bit more athletic, better footwork. Stronger and of course faster, and I think that's going to make the difference. I think he's going to go 12th round decision. I can't see a late round stoppage. Maybe overwhelm him with shots, or cut or whatnot, but definitely trying to kind of get the work in and beat Granados. And it's going to be a good victory under AB's belt. Moving forward, it's a good win, and getting him back onto he's been winning. His last fight was with Ashley Theophane, but again, all that shit happened, so he took some time off, and we got this fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna enjoy this fight, so I got my money on Adrian Broner. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, share, or comment what you guys pick. Who you guys picking to win this fight, or just let me know if you like this shorter videos. I'm gonna be still doing the hour podcast. Which is now called the Fightcast every Tuesday, but I'm also going to be doing these shorter videos breaking down in more detail, which not every fights, but fights that I like. So let me know if you guys like this. I'll do one for Bellator tomorrow, and I think we have UFC Halifax on Sunday, so that's going to be interesting. Again, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and watching this, taking time out of your day and watching this podcast. I love this, and I want to keep doing it. So, show me some support, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Later.